Hey guys, it's me, Delicious Delights. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a review for you on the newest release from the house of Giorgio Armani. Of course, another flanker. This is called Armani Code Absolu Femme. So before I begin, I will show you the bottle, which I think is really nice and eye-catching. When I saw it in the store, it did stick out from the rest of the bottles, so yeah, I'll give them a thumbs up on the bottle design. I really do like it a lot. Very different, and it's really tall, and I really like it. Okay, so I wore this a few times, so I'll just share with you guys my first impression / review on it. I'll get it on a paper here so I can sniff it while I talk to you guys. And the opening of this perfume is really nice. I immediately smell the original Armani Code in here. It's not exactly the same, of course, though. So the opening to me smells sweet and very creamy and a woodsy vanilla with a touch of spice. The spice is coming from ginger, and I absolutely definitely smell that nice gingery note in here. And I also get a lot of florals right away in the opening. So according to the notes of florals are neroli, jasmine, and tuberose, and orange blossom. But on my skin, when I have worn it, the note the note that I pick up the most with florals is the orange blossom. So the orange blossom just takes over all the other florals and adds sort of a clean and a fresh element to the opening. So much so that it almost becomes a little bit soapy on my skin, which I don't mind. It's actually kind of nice in the opening. So I'm starting to fog up in here, I'm sorry. The mid of this fragrance. So in the mid of this fragrance, the florals are dominant. They shine on my skin, and it's still mostly an orange blossom floral scent with a woody vanilla. It's not as sweet as it was in the opening, but still quite sweet. And I also get the very familiar musk smell in here. It's not dominant though. It's kind of just in the background. It doesn't bother me, but it is that dreaded lady musk, chemical lady musk that I get in a lot of perfumes, especially new releases. So I'm sorry. So yeah, keep that in mind, but in this case it doesn't. It's just so faint in the background, so it doesn't really bother me. So in the dry down of this perfume, it becomes very faint on my skin, literally just a skin scent. I have to put my nose right up to my skin just to smell it. And that happens quite quickly, like within the hour it becomes a skin scent on my skin. So it's mostly that same floral scent that I picked up in the opening and in the mid, where it's mostly the orange blossom. And then you have like the other supporting floral notes there as well, but not as obvious as the orange blossom. I also get a faint sweetness on my skin that comes from a vanilla and a tonka note. The tonka to me is a little bit powdery as well, so just basically a faint powdery sweet orange blossom floral scent. And that's pretty much all that I get from this perfume. It's all right, you guys. There's nothing like amazing. Like, I say this all the time because there's so few perfumes, especially with new releases, that are amazing that I can, you know, absolutely recommend you to try. This one's okay. If I were to choose among the flankers that I've tried of this perfume, I would choose my favorite, which I'm going to grab right now. So I'm going to pause you for a second. Hi again. So this is my favorite of the flankers of Armani Code. I haven't really talked about it a lot on my channel though, but this is Armani Code Satin. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. The difference between this and the Armani Code Absolu Femme is that I don't get that strange chemically musk in this one, and this one is a very gourmand perfume. Like they added some chocolate in here or cocoa. It's more sweet, and for me it just suits my preferences for what I look for in a perfume. So yeah, I like this one much more than the Armani Code Absolu Femme. This one is, I don't know, in my opinion, pretty forgettable. It's not bad though. There's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing like amazing about it either. It's just like an everyday, mostly floral sweetness musk kind of smell that you can wear every day, probably to work or the office or something. But yeah, pretty average in my opinion. So those were my quick thoughts on Armani Code Absolu Femme. If you guys have tried it, I'd love to hear your opinion on it. And yeah, I will be back with more videos. So thank you so much for watching, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.